This is Tim White, Vice Chairman, jetAVIVA, and I'm sitting here with my good friend, Bill Keene, CEO and founder of Keene Wealth Advisors. Thanks for joining me today.
Very welcome.
Appreciate it. It's always good. It's always good.
Welcome.
We have known each other and been together on this business journey of ours, Beyond Aviation, for a good 10 years now.
Yes, we have.
At the very least. And it's been a pleasure to be part of that journey with you, with both of our respective businesses. Obviously, aviation is a big part of that in both of our lives.
Yes, it is.
So, what inspired you to get in aviation to begin with?
You know,
That work.
so our firm, Keene Wealth Advisors, helps folks navigate up to and over into retirement and to create inspiring lives for themselves and their families with their financial resources. And so we help people with their, quote, bucket lists, or with the things that they want to achieve and accomplish and experience in their lives. And so I'm constantly coaching others on that. And I realized about 15 years ago that one of my dreams and passions was to be a pilot, was to experience private aviation. From where I started, I grew up with very little financial resources, a lot of insecurity around money. So some of these things that I'm getting to experience in my life today, it's almost hard to believe. I never take it for granted. Not for one day do I take any of this for granted. But I said to myself, as my business started expanding across the country, how cool would it be to be able to go out and see clients for day trips and be home the same day, or maybe see a client in multiple cities in the same day? Like, what could that accomplish for our business, and also feed into those dreams and goals that I had? So I walked into a flight school about, I think, 14 years ago, and I asked for one of the, I asked for the meanest, crustiest flight instructor they had, because I respond to that. I'm from the generation at my age that responds to that. I don't know that everybody responds to that, but I do. And I got hooked up with a guy that's now become a close friend of mine, and we started the journey, Flying Piper Warriors.
That's cool.
14 years ago.
That's very cool.
Yes, we did.
We can't lose sight of the dream that's aviation as well, right? I mean, it becomes so much of a business focus, which is appropriate
For sure.
But there's this other element that those of us that are fortunate enough to be pilots and utilize aviation, there is a dream part that we shouldn't
Yes, there is.
ever let go of that concept. And how have you been able then to leverage aviation into your business and growing your business?
So as we've expanded our client base across the country, I believe we're in headquartered here in Overland Park, Kansas, but I believe we have clients in something like 38 states. And so right off the bat, you could see how important it would be, even in the world we live in today, post-COVID, where Zoom-type meetings are more available to folks. Everybody seems to know how to do those, and that's nice. Still looking at somebody in the eye, sitting across the table like we are at this very moment, is still very powerful. And in our firm, we deal with people's life savings. So folks have entrusted us to be the stewards of their life savings and walk alongside them through the joys and the pains and the trials of life. So to be able to get in that airplane and be out to see clients, let them know how important they are to us. They see, you came to see us, you took the time to come to see us. A lot of folks might think that, well, a client might wonder, you're flying privately, and maybe they had different thoughts about what that might mean. My experience has been, clients have been honored and grateful that we would get in our aircraft at our time and expense and take the time to come see that.